And a big good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we are coming to you live from Hike Field on a beautiful Friday evening in Albert Lea, Minnesota. This is the voice of the Bancroft Bandits baseball team, Mitchell Kieran, saying welcome into Hike Field once again as your Bandits tonight are on the road. As last night we were home, but this will be the second straight matchup against the Albert Lea Lakers, coming into tonight's contest with a 2-7 overall record, and Bancroft on a 2-game winning streak as they were able to take one this past Sunday from Storm Lake 10-3, and last night in dominating fashion over the Lakers of Albert Lea 15-0 at Memorial Park. So it looks like the offense is finally heading in the right direction after a heartbreaking defeat in our first loss of the year to the Carroll Merchants just last week to the right arm of Tyler Jacobson, which we can expect to see tomorrow night when we take the road to Carroll. But for tonight, we got the Lakers on tap, and we're going to be seeing once again a right-handed pitcher, Drew Maravich, out of Aurora University in Chandler, Arizona, as he's going to be going toe-to-toe, making his third appearance for the Bandits tonight in the gray, white, black, and purple with Dante Glover, a left-hander out of Clark University, as we're once again very excited to see him start. Once again, got a beautiful night here. Temperatures in the mid-70s, a light wind, kind of blowing out towards left. But last night, it was a 15-0 victory over the Albert Lea Lakers, and it was just a contest with two stories for the Bandits, which we saw a very strong performance out of the start with Chris Crosby. Went 5 complete innings, striking out 7 Laker batters, only giving up 1 hit to Brad Morris back in the 4th inning, which was a double to left field, but it took all the way to the 4th inning to get a hit off Crosby, the right-hander out of Mississippi College. His stuff was on. Good mix of pitches with the fastball off speed as well as a very crisp slider as he picked up his first victory in his first start of the summer. And it was another player of the game performance from Lance Russell, going 3 for 4 at the plate with 5 total RBIs, as he had many times where base runners were either on the bases loaded or one time at second and third, and he came through on all 3 of his hits, driving in all those runs. We were able to get a post-game interview with them, so let's go ahead and take you to that interview with the winning pitcher from last night, Chris Crosby, and the reigning player of the game, Lance Russell. With 2 big performers tonight, we'll go ahead and start with our player of the game, Lance Russell, who just continues to go on an offensive tear tonight. 3 for 4 at the plate with 5 RBIs. So, Lance, why don't you talk about your performance? How you were locked in at the plate today?
Yeah, I was just trying to stay with my approach, get the runs in. We needed it, and it worked out. Just hit the fastball, and it worked out. So,
all right, another strong performance from Lance, second-time winning player of the game, and tonight in his first start of the summer in the purple, Chris Crosby, after 5 complete innings, struck out 7 Lakers batters. Now, Chris, your stuff looked on tonight as you fooled a lot of hitters tonight. So, talk about your performance.
It wasn't bad. I was just coming out there today as the first start in the stadium up here in Bancroft. So I was up there just trying to live in the strike zone, get after it, attack. So,
indeed he did. Only 1 hit given up through 5 complete innings. So once again, strong performances on the mound from Chris Crosby, and at the plate from the player of the game, Lance Russell. Great job tonight, guys. We also get a word with the head coach, Michael Kieran of the Bancroft Bandits, as he picked up his 6th win in the first 7 games of the season, and a very strong start to his 3rd week in the Pioneer League season. So we'll go ahead and take you now to that post-game interview with the head coach of the Bandits, Michael Kieran. So we're standing in with head Bandits coach Michael Kieran, and tonight the Bandits once again defeat your former team, the Albert Lea Lakers, this time 15-0. So I might call myself crazy if I didn't think this was the offensive start that you had envisioned for your team's potential at the plate all year long.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we're capable of when you have quality at-bats 1 through 9. And, kind of shorten up, limit strikeouts. Like I said before the game, if we can limit strikeouts and just do a better job of having quality at-bats 1 through 9, I mean, we're capable of that any given night. I mean, the last 2 performances I've been pretty happy with, and it'd be nice if we can have this carry over into the entire weekend and throughout the season. We pitched it really well, though. Played pretty good defense, and we just had a little bit more fire tonight.
Without a doubt, that was evident as we also saw a strong start from Chris Crosby, which you had anticipated all week long, as you were supposed to get a start Tuesday, but that came tonight. What can we expect tomorrow as the Bandits hit the field once again and take on the Lakers once again?
Yeah, Dante's going to start. He's a pretty good left-handed pitcher. I think that with the amount of lefties they have in their lineup, if he can be in the zone, he's going to be really effective. And we have, a lot of bullpen left. I think Austin and Victor, I'd like to see those two on the mound in the next 2 days. And I think tomorrow, if the game's close, those would be the guys I'm going to hand the ball to.
Bandits win tonight in their fourth game at Memorial Park, 15-0 over the Aberlee Lakers. Mike, great game.
Thank you.
Once again, the Lakers with a 15-0 victory last night, with the Bandits defeating the Lakers. And I already said a bunch about Lance Russell, but to go even deeper in the roster, we had Aaron Cowboy Mason, 3 base hits, getting on base 4 consecutive times as he had at-bats in the very first 4 innings. 3 singles, 4 runs scored, as well as 3 stolen bases and 1 run driven in. So he was also another strong candidate to take back another player of the game, as he carried over a lot of momentum from this past Sunday, which he saw three doubles and a 4-for-5 performance at the plate, as he was the player of the game this past Sunday at Storm Lake. We also saw great games from our 3-4 hitters and the New Mexico Junior College boys, Daniel Hernandez and Adrian Torres. Once again, both of them tearing it up at the plate. Another multi-hit, multi-run, and RBI performance for tonight's third baseman and center fielder, as well as last night. So Chris Crosby on the mound last night, picking up his first victory, as well as tonight. 1-0 on the year, 5 innings pitched, and 9 total strikeouts. Dante Glover making his 3rd appearance for the Bancroft Bandits. And with even further insight to tonight's contest, we were able to get a talk with assistant coach and kind of chief of the pitching staff, Jacob Van Vactor out of Valley City State University. So we'll go ahead and take you to tonight's pregame interview with Coach Van Vactor. And tonight's pregame scoop with assistant coach Jacob Van Vactor, as last night we saw a very strong performance against the Aberlee Lakers, which we are here today at Hike Field in Aberlee. So why don't you kind of reflect on the overall game last night?
We came out and we played to our potential finally. We swung it really well and we pitched it well also. Ran the bases extremely well. We didn't really have a flaw until maybe the last inning. We had a 3-pitch inning, but stuff's going to kind of fall off at the end like that when you're up that much.
Another strong pitching performance in the first start of Chris Crosby, and as well, we're going to see the 3rd appearance of Dante Glover as he gets the start on the bump tonight. Man, why don't you tell us a little bit about Dante?
Yeah, Dante's been really good for us. We're just going to continue to attack these guys and kind of make them beat us with his fastball. We're going to just continue to try to get ahead, minimize runs, minimize walks, and then hopefully get a good outing from him and get it off to the pen late.
Anybody to see off the pen?
It just kind of depends on the situation. I mean, our high leverage arms right now are Austin Atwood and Victor Hughes, so it'd be nice to get Victor out for his first outing under the Bandits.
All right, thank you, Coach. So obviously, best case scenario would be a strong 5 or so innings of Dante Glover, unless we get into another no-hitter situation like with Niall Ball. But you can also expect to see right-handers Austin Atwood and an emerging Victor Hughes in the Bandits roster coming out of the bullpen tonight to try and share the wealth of success off the mound with a pitching staff for Bancroft that I really believe to be second to none. But to go beyond that, the Lakers with only a pair of hits last night from Brad Morris and Jacob McKeon, a very strong 3-4 duo there in the Lakers lineup, so I'm sure they're looking for redemption here tonight following 2 heartbreaking defeats, 10-4 to the Peak of Ames, and once again 15-0 last night at Bancroft. But nevertheless, don't sell them short. They have a very talented bunch of players on the team. Preston Godfrey, Jacob McKeon, and Julio Estacio, all members of that JUCO World Series championship team down in Central Arizona. Seems to be a pipeline school for Albert Lee, considering the success that we had from those players, Liam Spence, as well as Josh Dunn from last summer. So nevertheless, expect the Lakers to come out with a little more fire and looking to defend Hike Field, which they are still trying to prepare just 20 minutes before the first pitch, as once again, this is a beautiful field here in Albert Lee. Plays very nicely. Ground balls coming in a lot sharper field of Memorial Park back in our hometown of Bancroft. So before we get into the pregame festivities, we're going to go ahead and now give you the starting lineups first for your Bancroft Bandits, coming into tonight with an overall record of 6-1, winning their past 2 games and looking to keep a hold at the top of the Pioneer League standings. Leading things off out of right field to be the white-hot number 11, Aaron Cowboy Mason, as he has 7 base hits in his last 8 plate appearances. Batting second and first base, number 18, Tommy Reyes Cruz. Batting third at third base, number 22, Daniel Hernandez. Batting cleanup in center field, number 4, Adrian Torres. Batting fifth, the designated hitter and reigning player of the game from last night, number 1, Lance Russell. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 30, Miguel Miko Soto. He homered in last night's game, a solo shot in the 6th inning to straightaway left field. Batting seventh and returning to catcher, number 2, Tyler Boggs. Batting eighth in left field, number 6, Dakota Coco Kennedy. Rounding out the lineup, batting ninth and at shortstop, number 12, Sean Ross. Once again, on the mound out of Clark University, a left-hander, number 5, Dante Glover. Bancroft Bandits are led by head coach Michael Kieran, assisted by Jacob Van Vactor, a coaching tandem from Valley City State University. And now the starting lineups for the hometown team, the Albert Lee Lakers, led by head coach Nate Deshane, assisted by Griffin Dean. Leading things off in right field, number 16, Preston Godfrey. Batting second at shortstop, number 13, Austin Portner. Batting third out of center field, number 19, Brad Morris. Batting cleanup, number 4, the first baseman, number 30, Jacob McKeon. Batting fifth at second base, number 22, Sam Huska. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 26, Jacob Kaiser. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 15, Sam Steinmeier. Batting eighth, doing the catching, number 6, Trey Rogers. Rounding out the Lakers' batting order at third base, number 10, Cody Erickson. And on the mound, once again, a reliable right-handed pitcher, number 14, Drew Maravich out of Aurora University and Chandler, Arizona. So we're going to go ahead and step aside. When we return, we'll have the official announcements of both starting lineups as well as the national anthem here at Hike Field. Coming to you live from Albert Lea, Minnesota. It's another matchup between the close rivalry of the Bancroft Bandits and the Albert Lea Lakers. You're listening to Bandits Baseball.
over to Hike Field and Pioneer League Baseball. Before we get tonight's action underway, we'd like to talk about our sponsors. Liquor sponsors: Church Law Says Printing, Comfort Inn, Blues Lock, Forward 96, Keep Radio, Slumberland Furniture, Tube Trucking, Fastenal, Anytime Fitness, Scripps, Power Wash, Country Corner Service, Paintball, Advance Auto, Frito-Lay, Farmers Insurance, Joey Telemonte's Agency, Ivy, Marketplace of Albert Lee, Harold Farm Restaurant, Loja Brothers, America's Agent Post 56, Cookcraft, Liquor Depot, Produce State Bank, Constant Sanitation, Cross Cost Structure, Innovance, Mrs. Jerry, Ben Martell, State Farm, Etc., Credit Union, Randy Olson, Day Liquor, Winia Construction, DB Cafe, Shell Rapid Lou, East Side Liquor, Cloverleaf Lions, Exchange Fund, Daybreaker Kiwanis, and Gary Jonas, Puerto Rico. Those are of our players. So we will have some special ceremonies going on before tonight's game.
They don't have to go out until anthem. So.
Here are your batting orders for tonight's game. First of all, for the Bancroft Bandits, leading off, number 11, playing in right field, Aaron Mason. Batting second, number 18, playing in first base, Tommy Reyes Cruz. Batting third, number 22, third baseman, Dan Hernandez. Batting fourth, number 4, Adrian Torres, the center fielder. Batting fifth, number 1, Lance Russell, the designated hitter. Batting sixth, number 30, Miguel Soto, playing at second base. Batting seventh, number 2, Tyler Boggs, the catcher. Batting eighth, number 6, left fielder Dakota Kennedy. And batting ninth, number 12, shortstop Sean Ross. Tonight's pitcher for the Bandits, number 5, Dante Glover. Now the batting order for your Albert Lee Lakers. Leading off, number 16, playing in right field, Preston Godfrey. Batting second, number 13, shortstop, Austin Partner. Batting third, number 19, the center fielder, Brad Morris. Batting fourth, number 30, the first baseman, Jacob McKeon. Batting fifth, number 22 at second base, Sam Huska. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Jacob Kaiser. Batting seventh, left fielder number 15, Sam Steinmeier. Batting eighth, number 6, catcher Trey Rogers. Batting ninth, third baseman number 10, Cody Erickson. And tonight's pitcher, number 14, Drew Barovic. And at this time, the Lakers and Bandits organization would like to salute our veterans. Without your service, dedication, and sacrifice, we would not be able to enjoy the freedoms we have today. Without you, we would not be able to enjoy this game of baseball that we all love so much. And For that, we thank you. Please rise when you hear your military service march. Thank you, veterans, from all of us. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats as we salute the colors of our country. Please welcome American Legion Post 56 Color Guard as they present our colors, national colors. We ask that you remain standing until they have left the field.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
And now, throwing out the first pitch.
And another tremendous representation of the colors by the Albert Lea Lakers, as they certainly know how to honor this great country of ours. And we're now just moments away from the first pitch. And it started tonight's ball game at the top of the first inning here as the Lakers take the field, and right-hander Drew Maravich takes the mound. This will be the second time we see number 14, Maravich, out of Aurora University in Chandler, Arizona, as he's already had a very solid spring. The Lakers looking to get back in the win column, standing in tonight at 2-7. Let's take it on your 6-1 Bancroft Bandits as Aaron Cowboy Mason is due up to lead off for the Bandits, and he has just been on a roll for the past two games, as another delay of off days has not exactly taken too much of an effect on Cowboy. 4 for 5 performance this past Sunday earned him a spot as the leadoff hitter, and he did very well with that, getting on base 4 consecutive times in the first 4 innings. 3 for 3, 3 runs scored, 3 stolen bases, and a walk. So following Mason on deck will be Tommy Reyes-Cruz, tonight's first baseman out of Clarendon Community College in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And in the hole, with 3 games under his belt as a Bandit, 3 multi-hit games, that is, Daniel Hernandez, the future Rice Owl. So as Mason struts to the plate, we're just moments away from the first pitch. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Bancroft Bandits YouTube, as you should be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for every Bancroft Bandits baseball update that we try to stay up to date with you, following all game results and everything live stream from pregame to postgame interviews, player of the game, presentations. First pitch of the game, Mason drives this one to deep right field, but it's going to be caught on the run by the right fielder Preston Godfrey. A well-batted ball, but Godfrey has the range to make the grab for out number 1. As I was saying, too, for all of you Laker faithful, as well as parents tuning into tonight's contest, be sure to like the Lakers on Facebook and follow them on Twitter, as their public relations person, Stephen Carlson, does a wonderful job for them his second year at the helm for Albert Lea. First pitch to Cruz is going to be fouled the other way off the Lakers dugout. So Cruz steps back in here with an 0-1 count. Maravich from the line. This one swung on and missed for strike 2. Tommy Reyes-Cruz hasn't exactly got out to the best start of his summer that he had envisioned, but hopefully he can turn things around here tonight as he pops this one up the other way as it's carrying to left. And this one will be caught at the warning track by the left fielder, Sam Steinmeier. Another great grab by the Lakers outfield, and another ball that the Bandits had just missed. So it's going to be 2 down here for Daniel Hernandez, tonight's third baseman and third hitter. Hernandez last night only getting out once on a ground out. Was able to draw 2 walks, add a single and a double. So 2 for 3 performance. Another multi-hit game for Hernandez's third straight as the first pitch misses at the ankles for ball 1. And he'll step back in here. A .425 hitter, 10 home runs out of New Mexico Junior College. A JUCO appearance for them, but they lost outright. The second pitch misses in the dirt as well, so it's going to be a 2-0 count here for Maravich as he's going to begin the windup once again. Third pitch of the at-bat on the way. This one swung on and flicked over the backstop. Foul ball. Lakers fans with a fantastic turnout, and I want to thank all our Bandits hopefuls as I hope we're tuning in tonight. Not seeing a whole lot of you guys in the stands tonight. 2-1 here to Hernandez. This one swung on, drifting to center field, and Morris does the turn at the hips, and it's going to be 3 flyouts, a 1-2-3 inning for the Bandits in the top of the first. As we'll go to the bottom of the first inning here, with the Lakers coming up to the plate to hit. You're listening to Bandits Baseball as we got a left-handed pitcher, Dante Glover, now coming up to the mound. A left-hander out of Clark University, already 2 appearances this season, 1 start which he picked up a win over the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners in the second home game of the year. And he was able to get 1 inning this past Sunday as well on the road to Storm Lake, where he struck out 2 batters and only 1 inning pitched in a 10-3 defeat over the Whitecaps. So Glover gets his second start here tonight. Tyler Boggs will do the catching. We got Reyes Cruz over at first. Soto coming off a strong game in the field and at the plate will be at second base. Hernandez at third. Sean Ross, an electrifying defensive player at shortstop. And the outfield from left to right, we got Kennedy, Torres, and Mason. So Glover, a fastball that sits high 80s, can possibly touch in the low 90s. He's going to be seeing a jacked up Lakers lineup here, trying to put on a good performance on a military salute night here in front of the hometown Albert Lee faithful. Preston Godfrey will lead off for the Lakers. On deck, we'll have the shortstop Austin Portner re-entering into the lineup as the 2-hitter, and the 3-hitter Brad Morris, one of the more consistent and powerful bats in this Lakers lineup. Had a double down the left field line yesterday. Boggs throws down to second, and Godfrey struts to the plate. We're about set to start off the bottom of the first. So Godfrey, a left-handed batter, taking his time, steps in. Outfielder out of the championship team, Central Arizona, also an Arizona boy out of Glendale. As the first pitch from Glover swung on right back up the middle. Ross is there. The throw on the run, and Cruz makes the scoop. First pitch of the game for the Lakers offense. Goes right back up the middle. Didn't quite get all of it, and I'm not sure if that's a broken bat or not. It looks like it might have snapped a little bit inside for Godfrey. So Ross was in time to make the play from short for out number 1 to bring up Austin Portner for his first at-bat of the night. First pitch to Portner, watches it go by, a crisp fastball just inside for ball 1. Portner, an infielder out of Butler Community College in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, a Midwest recruit here this summer. Second pitch, fastball, that one finds the zone for strike 1. Glover gets even. 1's across the scoreboard here. So Glover, a left-handed pitcher, going from the windup. A 1-1. This one going to miss outside and go to the backstop for ball 2. So a couple of late additions out of Central Arizona again. Preston Godfrey leading things off. Jacob McKeon in the cleanup spot. So they're coming in to the healthy parts of the Lakers lineup as another outside fastball, and Portner goes chasing on a swing and a miss. Strike 2, good spot for Glover to get even. 2-2 here. Reasonable depth across the field as Glover begins his wind. The 5th pitch of the at-bat, a fastball inside the chalk for ball 3. Portner works a full count in his first at-bat here tonight. First at-bat in a few games here. He did some pitching against Peak of Ames and was not in the lineup last night. We saw Sam Huska at stop. Sixth pitch goes the other way, flicking on a foul ball. A 7-pitch at-bat here in a duel for Glover as he sets here, and a swing and a miss, and there's strikeout number 1 on the game for Dante Glover.
Batting third for your Lakers. He plays in center field. Players number 19, Brad.
This will bring up the center fielder straight out of Auschland, New Zealand, and Riverland Community College, Brad Morris. A 1-for-3 performance last night with a double down the left field line, so we know Morris a threat at the plate to watch out for, and first pitch off speed and a break a little too low there. Ball 1 for Glover. Glover, the southpaw, all the way out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Gets him chasing upstairs on a fastball, strike 1, but hold on, this doesn't look too good, and looks like Glover might have tweaked the leg. And this does not look too good. He's going to go down to the ground. We're going to have to step aside for an injury report, as obviously we're open for the best. For our starting pitcher, he's clutching the ankle. We're going to step aside here. You're listening to Bandits Baseball in the bottom of the first. Back here from Hike Field, as Dante Glover might have just had a very rough, stiff landing off a second pitch strike to Brad Morris. He came down very awkwardly on his ankle, and he's taking his time here. Going to try to tough it out, but we do still see a right-handed pitcher, Augie Voigt, starting to warm up in the Bandits bullpen just in case, as we're going to have to get obviously a warm-up pitch here for Glover. Looks like he's going to be good to go here to try and finish off the Lakers in 3 batters here. We got 2 down and a 1-1 count with the number 3 hitter and center fielder, Brad Morris, as a nice round of applause from the hometown Laker faithful. As Glover goes 1 pitch from the line, 1 pitch from the stretch, and it looks like he's going to try to tough it out. Just a fluke accident that you hate to see in baseball. Obviously not a contact sport, but you can see a lot of injuries happen simply out of nowhere in this game. The 1-1 as Glover goes upstairs and going the other way into right field. Brad Morris buys the first base hit of the game. A well-batted ball, line drive to right. With 2 down, Morris going to be the first base runner of the game and for Albert Lee, as he'll lead off first for the cleanup hitter, Jacob McKeon. First baseman, also out of Central Arizona and Phoenix, Arizona. Sports a 2XL jersey, so a 6'2", but a built frame. A big batter here as he swings on the first pitch. Just pops it up over the backstop. Foul ball. Glover going to have to go from the stretch here. An 0-1 count here to Jacob McKeon. Glover fires to the plate. This one in the dirt. Boggs, Masonite block. But it misses for ball 1, and Glover going to have to reset here, try to regain his composure. They're hurting the ankle. Just 1 hitter ago. A 1-1 count. Glover's still going to go from the stretch. The pitch missing low, and Boggs knocks it down in the dirt. A 2-1 count here. The Bandits looking to escape the first inning unscathed, as Morris takes his lead off of first, and Glover comes set. 2-1 on the way. Fastball driven to deep left center field, and this one's going to be down and extra bases. McKeon rounds first, Morris rounds third, and the first run of the game will come to the plate on an RBI double from Jacob McKeon all the way to the wall in left center. Well batted ball there for Jacob McKeon. The first run of the game going to come this time in favor of the Albert Lee Lakers here in the bottom of the first. So the Lakers strike first with 2 outs here off of 2 back-to-back hits from Morris and McKeon. Will now go to Sam Huska as Glover goes back from the stretch. Fastball to letters, just missing high for ball 1. So we got a 1-0 count here as Glover comes set from the stretch. Nothing there as the pitch on the just a hair off the plate, it looks like. A well-pitched ball from Glover, missing for ball 2. Not sure where that one missed, but a 2-0 count here for Sam Huska as he can look for a hittable ball well ahead in the count. Glover from the stretch on the 2-0 as he tries to inside out another ball. This one goes foul for strike 1. The Lakers off to obviously a much faster start, scoring their first run since Wednesday. The 2-1 from the stretch. Another fastball, and this one will get by Huska for strike 2. As Glover works back to even in the count, looks to get out of the first here. McKeon on second, Huska at the plate. Glover comes set. The 2-2. Fastball going towards Ross at short. He'll get this one on the run, and he makes another great play at shortstop. Sean Ross to put away the Lakers here in 5 batters. They'll leave 1 stranded on 2 hits, 1 run scored. It's 1-0 for Albert Lee. Heading to the top of the second, you're listening to Bandits Baseball. So the Bandits have come out swinging here tonight, but they flew out in the first 3 hitters as Mason, Cruz, and Hernandez all went down in order, flying out to each of the outfielders. And for the Lakers, they saw 5 batters at the plate, and thanks to 2 big base hits from Brad Morris and a Jacob McKeon double to the left center wall, that scored the first run of the game as it's Lakers 1, Bandits 0 here in the top of the second, And we'll now go 4-5-6 in the middle of the Bandits lineup with Adrian Torres coming to the plate, a former MLB draft pick for the Boston Red Sox, just completed his freshman season at New Mexico Junior College. Cleanup hitter out of center field tonight, Torres has one of the smoothest swings, not just on the Bandits, but maybe in this whole league, maybe that I've seen to call baseball in this summer just yet. So Torres, the first pitch, this one will skip in the dirt. As tonight's catcher Trey Rogers just lets it roll away. Ball 1 here. Maravich goes back to the wind on the 1-0. Second pitch, a fastball that'll go by Torres for strike 1. A 1-1 count. Then the pitch, and Torres swings and misses on a breaking ball. Dies low from Maravich. A good pitch right there to get ahead on Adrian Torres, 1-2. He shakes off a pitch, and he goes to the plate. 1-2. Torres strokes this one to center field. Morris looks like he has it read. He does, and he catches it for out number 1. 4 straight flyouts for the Bandits as we'll now go to Lance Russell. 3 for 5 this past Sunday and 3 for 4 just last night at Memorial Park. Last time at Hike Field, he was also a co-player of the game with Ryan Bird, a 3-for-3 performance with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles. So we'll see how Russell plays here in his second career game at Albert Lee. First pitch from Maravich goes by for strike 1. Quickly on the windup here, and Russell goes the other way. Another stroke from Lance Russell, but the throw, not in time, but a very late effort from Sam Huska will not be in time to put Lance Russell away at first, and he'll buy yet another hit. Russell with the first Bandits base hit of the game, as he'll be at first base following the single to the 3-4 hole. And that'll bring up Miguel Mico Soto, second baseman out of New Mexico Military Institute. A future commit to Southwest Oklahoma State University. Also out of El Paso, Texas. We got 4 recruits this summer out of El Paso. 3 out of America's high school, but Soto out of a rival high school. An 0-1 count here as Maravich comes set from the stretch. Russell leads off first. The 0-1. Soto lines this one into the gap in right center. And it looks like right fielder Godfrey will be there in time, and Russell will be held up at second, but back-to-back one-out hits for the Bandits will bring up the catcher, Tyler Boggs. Looks like Maravich might be trying to pound the outside part of the plate as the Bandits are looking away. 2 straight hits going the other way for Russell and Soto. So Tyler Boggs will reemerge into the lineup here tonight. A catcher out of Fruita, Colorado, but it's like Lance Russell might be limping too, and this isn't looking too good for the Bandits early on. Multiple players limping. We'll have Abel Pena coming out of the dugout to cover second base. Russell, a designated hitter, we might see if it's just going to be a clean substitution. More on that later. Still 1 down. Runners on first and second. And Boggs steps in. Maravich working from the stretch once again. He'll come set. Fastball. Boggs watches this one go by for strike 1. Trying to get the timing down here. And he'll step back in here with an 0-1 count. Catcher out of Yavapai Community College, a good JUCO program. Still an 0-1 count here. Maravich finally comes set. Gives the pitch. Goes upstairs, and Boggs won't go chasing for ball 1. We'll have Dakota Coco Kennedy on deck. He doubled last night. A 1-1 count to Boggs here. 2 runners on. The pitch, he drives this one to deep center as Morris goes on the run, but he has the range to make the grab as Pena takes off for third base. Be a fly out to center, but Pena will advance on the catch and tag. So we now have runners at the corners, but 2 down. Gut check time for Dakota Coco Kennedy to potentially tie up the game here in the top of the second. So Maravich still working from the stretch here. Runners at the corners. First pitch to Kennedy. Looks like it'll go by for strike 1. Kennedy indecisive on the first pitch of the at-bat, and he now goes behind 0-1. Maravich from the stretch. Fires the 0-1, and he gets him chasing. Breaking ball in the dirt for strike 2. Swing and a miss. With 2 down here and an 0-2 count to Kennedy. Maravich comes set. Runner takes off for second. Grounds this one towards Portner at short. Makes the grab. And the throw in time for out number 3 as Maravich gets out of the jam, leaving 2 Bandit runners stranded on 2 base hits. And no runs scored for Bancroft here in the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still a 1-0 score as Albert Lee leads From Albert Lee Hike Field, you're listening to Bandits Baseball. No runs on 2 Bandit hits in the top of the second. And the Bandits haven't exactly struck fire the likes of last night's game.
Tonight's designated hitter, number 26, Jacob Kaiser.
Jacob Kaiser stepping in for his first at-bat of the night, the number 6 hitter. And DH for Albert Lee as a first pitch. Breaking ball almost gets Kaiser to offer at it, but even the check down to first base say they held off. Still Albert Lee with a 1-0 score here. Nobody on, nobody out to the leadoff Kaiser. Fastball at the letters missing for ball 1. And Glover missing 3 straight balls. A 3-0 count here to start off the second inning, and this is not quite the start we had wanted to hope for after such a commanding performance last night from Memorial Park. So the Bandits have to reset and fast. A 3-1 count as Glover still alive in the battle with Kaiser. And this pitch rides the chalk inside for ball 4. Kaiser heads to first on a free 90. That'll bring up tonight's left fielder for Albert Lee, Sam Steinmeier. Steinmeier, right-handed batter, steps in. Glover go back from the stretch. The first pitch, fastball going the other way, and this one's going to scoot through the 3-4 hole into right field. Third Lakers hit in just 7 batters faced for Dante Glover. Nobody out and 2 runners on for Albert Lee. Getting off to a much faster start here tonight, putting the pressure on the Bancroft defense in early. Nobody out, 2 runners on first and second as Trey Rogers, tonight's catcher, will step in. Glover to come set. And the pitch. Fastball at the letters for strike 1. He'll get it this time. So Rogers will step back in. Glover on the 0-1 from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 2. Glover trying to get himself out of another jam here, but he works ahead on Rogers. 0-2, nobody out. Third pitch of the at-bat, and this one almost gets past Boggs. A high fastball for ball 1. Still ahead in the count, 1 ball to 2 strikes. To Rogers. 1-2 delivery, and another fastball that gets away from Glover. High and away for ball 2. Lakers taking advantages of the early mistakes. The 2-2 count here. Rogers holds off on the pitch, but I'm still not sure where it missed, especially with 2 strikes if he offers at it, with everything but the bat going through the zone. Nevertheless, full count here. Glover gets his pitch, goes to the plate, swung on and missed, strike 3. But he's only a third the way out of the inning here, getting his second strikeout. Cody Erickson will step in for his first at-bat tonight. Went 0 for 2 at the plate last night. First pitch to him. Fastball down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Watch as that goes by. Tries to get timing down. A bit of a second lead off here as we got the top of the order with Godfrey on deck. An 0-1 count as Kaiser dancing off second base. Pitch outside for ball 1. Will even up the count here. One's across the scoreboard. 1-1 count, 1 down. 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Erickson holds off of that fastball for strike 2. Trying to get deep into the count here. 1-2. The 1-2 delivery and another high and away pitch for ball 2. I think you could be able to tell early from Glover if the pitch is going to be there or not. Not exactly getting too familiar with the zone early on here. He'll come set from the stretch. And here's the 2-2. Another high pitch. Erickson able to read that early on for ball 3. Full count as Glover to come set from the stretch once again. And ball 4. So the Lakers have runners on all 3 bases here. Van Vactor going to have to head out to the mound, and the Lakers looking to pounce on the early miscues. From Glover, as he was able to get 2 early outs from Portner and Godfrey, and then after he tweaked that ankle, Morris got a hit into right. McKeon bats him in. Now 2 walks and a single from Steinmeier have loaded the bases here. It's still 1-0, but the Lakers looking to crack open an early and big lead here at Hike Field. So Godfrey with his second straight at-bat in 2 straight innings will step in here. Glover to go back from the windup. Still 1 out. First pitch of the at-bat, this time taken for strike 1. First time up Godfrey with a broken bat grounder up the middle on the first pitch of the game. The 0-1. This one popped up and is going to drift out of play for strike 2. Missing 0-2 here. So at least Glover getting well ahead in the count to the leadoff man, Godfrey. This time almost getting past Boggs, but he makes the grab for ball 1. 1-2 to Godfrey, and the pitch holds off on another high fastball from Glover. It's the height of his balls that are differing early on here out of the opening innings. The 2-2 fastball flicked back towards Boggs. He'll stay alive on a foul ball with 2 strikes. Still a 2-2 count here, 1 out. Bandits looking to get out of another jam. Glover begins his wind with the 2-2. Swung on, grounded over towards Soto. And he will not be able to make the grab. Gonna be E4. Soto unable to make the play, and the Lakers will bring home their second run of the game. Kaiser scores to make it 2-0 Albert Lee here early on. Soto got a little ahead of himself here as the Lakers were fast around the bases. Couldn't make the play on the ball batted to the right side at the plate. Couldn't have twisted it without making the grab on the ground ball first. So the bases are still going to be loaded here with Steinmeier at third, Erickson to second, Godfrey reaching by an E4. First pitch to Portner just off the plate for ball one, as once again we see action in the Bandits bullpen. Looks to be right-hander Augie Voigt. The 1-0 here to Portner. Fastball down the pipe, strike one. Evens up the count here, 1-1. Portner looking for redemption following the first inning strikeout. Third pitch of the at-bat, missing low, getting away from Boggs. Not far away enough for Steinmeier to come home from third. Still a 2-1 count here. Glover begins the wind and the delivery. Swung on, he'll even up on a foul ball. Strike two. Two on the way as Glover kicks and fires this one. Portner fends off once again. Still alive in the count here, 2-2. Still one down. A ground ball could be trouble with the relative wheels that are on base now for the Lakers. Still a 2-2 count. This one riding the chalk inside. Almost getting Portner, but also not a bad spot with two strikes, but nevertheless full count. I might have to see Voigt getting hot here. The 3-2 swung on, a swinging bunt, and Portner goes down, and this looks a little painful. Rolls around the dirt, looks like he might have gotten a piece of either leg, foot, knee. Something, but he's walking around just fine. Another foul ball. Portner draws an 8-pitch at-bat. Glover from the wind, a 3-2. And Portner buckles at the knees, but will still lay off for ball four as the third run of the game will come home in favor of the Lakers, 3-0. And Coach Kieran going to have to come out to the mound. Looks like this might be Glover's last at bat. So now we're going to see a right-hander come in, Augie Voigt. Already two strong performances out of the bullpen. Wearing number 15 out of William Penn in Waukegan, Illinois. Augie Voigt already one appearance here at Hike Field in opening night. Only giving up one hit, but striking out three Laker batters in the ninth inning of the first game of the season. And as well going 3 complete innings as well as 4 strikeouts on the road to Fort Dodge. And this time it's Albert Lee getting out to a fast start here tonight as they lead the Bandits 3-0 with only one down here in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. Nothing going in favor of Bancroft early on here as Glover took too long to get familiar with the zone, and his night's over here after an inning and 1/3 pitched. And Augie Voigt has trouble for him. Going to have to try to do work to get out of the jam. Bases loaded with one down, and Brad Morris at the plate. Scored the first run of the game back in the bottom of the first as he's 1 for 1 with a hit to right field. Bases loaded, one down. First pitch from Voigt. By him for strike one. Good sidearm. Not a sidearm, but a horizontal movement coming into the zone from Voigt. Unique delivery. And he'll get Morris chasing upstairs. He comes down empty-handed on a swing and a miss, strike two. Voigt trying to stop the bleeding here in the bottom of the second. 0-2 count, way ahead on Morris. The pitch gets him swinging. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strike three on 3 pitches. However, Bancroft not out of the woods yet with 2 down. I got a powerful hitter, Jacob McKeon, up at the plate now. 1 for 1 with an RBI double. First pitch from Voigt. Pipes him a fastball there for strike one. So Voigt already 3 1/3 innings pitched. Make that now 4 complete and 8 strikeouts on the summer. This one chopped foul towards the Albert Lee side. And he once again quickly works ahead in the count 0-2. Oh, 2-2 down here. Voigt from the stretch. Swing and a miss. 2 batters faced and 2 strikeouts as Voigt finally gets the Bandits out of a treacherous bottom of the second inning where the Lakers score 2 runs but leave the bases loaded. Heading into the top of the third, it's Albert Lee 3, Bancroft 0. Time to get the offense going once again. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. We'll start things off 9-1-2 with Sean Ross, the shortstop out of Clarendon Community College, stepping in for his first at-bat of the night. First pitch just missing for ball one on a breaker from Maravich. Second pitch from Maravich, once again just missing. A 2-0 count. Hitters count here to Ross as the third pitch of the at-bat. This one skips in the dirt for ball 3. First 2 pitches just close, just missing somehow. Lakers in the white uniforms, red caps, and Bancroft tonight in the gray with black caps. 3-0 count here to Ross, and this one on the inside part of the plate, strike one, get me over fastball. Maravich still working from the wind here. The 3-1 and a 3-1 curveball from Maravich. Finds its way in the zone, second straight strike, and he gets back in the count full here. Swung on and tipped foul backwards by Ross. He's still alive at the plate. Three-two as Maravich gonna go from the wind. Fastball popped up out of play, foul. Ross with the working the 8-pitch at bat here. 8th pitch of the at bat on the way. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Strike 3. First strikeout recorded by Maravich in the first 9 hitters to bring up the top of the order with Aaron Cowboy Mason. The Bandits with a slow offensive start here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat, Mason offers at it on a check swing for strike 1. No check on that one. Going to be an 0-1 count here to Mason. Oh, 1 count here as Maravich begins his wind. Gets him chasing upstairs as he pops this one foul for strike 2. As Maravich now works ahead of the right fielder Mason. Third pitch, off speed. Second straight backwards K as Mason goes down looking. And Maravich off to a fast start here. That'll bring up the first baseman, Tommy Reyes Cruz. Flew out to left field last time up. Lines this one to second base. And one pitch out there and quick work once again for the Bandits offense. 3-0 as Augie Voigt looks to hold the Lakers here heading into the bottom of the third. 3-0. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. So no sign of the Bandits' bats waking up just yet through 2.5 innings played here from Hike Field. As we'll now go to Sam Huska leading things off here in the bottom of 3. Huska 0 for 1 thus far. Ground out to shortstop his first time up. So Voigt looking to hold the Lakers here in his third appearance this summer as the first pitch in there for strike 1. Voigt yet to miss the zone here in his third hitter faced. 0-1 count as he comes set from the stretch. Kicks and fires, and he gets him to flick this one to the backstop. Strike 2 on a foul ball to Huska. Voigt kicks and fires, and he's going to tag Huska on the hip on this one. Hit batter and another free 90 given up by Bancroft. first time all year, Voigt going to have to get warned about the sleeve. We've seen quite a different batch of umpires almost every single night.
For the Lakers, your designated hitter, number 26, Jacob Kaiser out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So Nate DeShane might have made the comment about the sleeve. Came out and that one comes off. So Voigt with one runner on here, a fastball. Finds its way across the plate, strike one. As Huska leads off first. Jacob Kaiser, 0 for 0 with a walk and 1 run scored last inning. Got things started for them in the second. 2 pitches, 2 strikes here on another fastball from Voigt. I tell you, just playing catch one time with Voigt and my left index finger was swollen for a day straight. So Voigt, third pitch of the at-bat. This one just missing. Not a bad spot with 2 strikes, but ball 1. Kaiser lays off. 1-2, Huska leads off first. Voigt with the pitch. This one missing outside, ball 2. Voigt now comes set from the stretch. Somehow missing for ball 3. Not sure where that one was. Voigt with the 5th pitch of the at-bat on the way. Swung on, grounded over towards Hernandez as he goes to Soto, and the throw sails past him into right field. Another Bandits defensive error. A ground ball, and they tried to twist it, and this is quite an ugly start here for the Bancroft Bandits.
Batter for the Lakers, 15, from Buffalo, Minnesota, Sam Steinmeier.
Kaiser reaches base by an error. Steinmeier broken bat to third. Hernandez not in time at first. Almost a double play on back-to-back ground balls and a snapped bat from Voigt. They'll at least get Huska out at third. Kaiser advances to second. Steinmeier on a fielder's choice at first base.
For the Lakers, catcher number 6, out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Trey Rogers.
And I'll bring up Trey Rogers, tonight's catcher for Albert Lee. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Voigt comes set. Runners lead off here. First pitch, strike 1. Voigt still working ahead in the counts here, 0-1. The pitch, Rogers lays off it and flinches the wrist, and I thought that one at the letters at least a strike, but still 1-1 count for ball 1. Voigt from the stretch. Ball in the other box, ball 2. No action in the Bandits bullpen still. Wonder if we might see the emergence of Victor Hughes just yet. The batted ball that's going to drift out of play, foul for strike 2. Could also see Austin Atwood on standby if we could see him for a save opportunity, either him or Hughes. Both Division I pitchers. The 2-2 to Trey Rogers. And Voigt fires. Grounded towards Soto. They'll get the tag, the throw. In time for a double play and out number 3. As Miko Soto going to finally turn it here. Double play to end the third inning as the Lakers leave 2 stranded. And no runs scored. It'll still be 3-0. Bandits coming up to bat here in the 4th. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. 3, 4, 5, the heart of the Bandits lineup, due up here in the fourth, so hopefully we can get things started with Daniel Hernandez, tonight's third baseman.
Third baseman, number 22, Dan Hernandez.
Flew out to deep center field last time up. Hopefully he can straighten her out this time. He has a solid line drive approach. This one in the dirt once again. Average well over 410 home runs this past spring. A 2-year starter out of New Mexico Junior College. Future D1 commit to a great baseball program in Rice University. Swung on, foul to the backstop, strike one. A cool, calm, collective swing here for Hernandez. Just keeps the hands low and fires everything at once. A 1-1. Maravich winds. Swung on and missed on another breaking ball, and Maravich mixing it up very well here after 3 complete. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way. This one in the dirt, ball 2. The 2-2 count. Hernandez steps back in. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, riding high. Some gym music there for ball 3. Hernandez trying to get on base for the first time here tonight. Base hit, ball 4 approach. To lead things off for Bancroft, hopefully positive here in the fourth. The pitch, fastball, popped him up. This one's drifting to shallow right center, and Huska will make the grab for out number 1. We'll have to go to our cleanup hitter with 1 down, Adrian Torres, number 4 out of center field. Has a hit in each of his first 4 games here for Bancroft. Hopefully he can get things going. First pitch of the at-bat, fastball missing below the knees for ball 1. Bandits have just been silent at the plate all day. 1-0, and Torres just gets a piece of it to the backstop on a foul ball, strike 1. And a 1-1 count here. The pitch grounded over towards second. Another easy out for the Lakers. As 2 straight batters retired, and it looks like we're going to see a clean substitution for Lance Russell with number 8, Abel Pena, heading to the plate. Looks like a clean substitution as Russell, with only one of the 2 Bandit hits thus far, it looks like he tweaked his ankle around the bases, so now Pena just going to have to come in and be the new DH. So Maravich begins his wind. First pitch of the at-bat, flick to the backstop, foul ball. The 0-1 on the way as Maravich winds and fires. Change up in there on the outside part of the plate. Strike 2. 0-2 count here to Pena. A modest shift from the infield. The 0-2. Won't get him chasing in the dirt for ball 1. Almost polar opposite start for the Bandits offense from last night. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, nobody on, 2 down. Maravich with a quick wind and the pitch. Just fouls it away the other way. Still alive in the count, 1-2. Payne is still trying to get loose here at the plate for his first at-bat of the day. Steps back in, the 1-2 on the way. Another foul ball. Maravich winds and fires the 1-2. Breaking ball missing in the dirt for ball 2. Wonder if we'll see another one of those Bancroft 2-out rallies here that we've seen through the likes of the first few games of the season, but obviously that's not ideal. And less chance for success. A 2-2 grounded back to shortstop, and Portner doesn't have to move for it, and he'll make the throw to first in time for out number 3 as the Lakers are soundly in control of this one through the first 3.5 innings. Bandits still held scoreless here. 3 straight outs after the top of the 4th. 3-0 for Albert Lee. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. After 3.5 innings, the Bandits just enter tonight flat. Coming out only 2 hits, 2 defensive errors, and just not looking like we have any energy coming from our dugout as the coaches just look disappointed. Only bright spot of the game thus far is Augie Voigt's pitching out of the bullpen. Able to get the Bandits out of a couple of jams so far. And a nice double play from Soto to end things in the bottom of the 3rd as a first pitch from Voigt goes by Erickson for strike 1. Erickson reached base on a 6-pitch walk. Back in the 2nd, he'll lead things off here. In the 4th, 2 pitches, 2 strikes go by Erickson. He'll step back in here. Voigt to come set. Very late time call there by Erickson, and Voigt can't hold off on the pitch. Still 0-2. The 0-2 as Voigt comes set. And the pitch. This one missing outside. Still ahead in the count here to Erickson. 1 ball to 2 strikes. Lakers scoring runs in the first 2 of 3 innings played here at Hike Field. They'll come set once more. 4th pitch of the at-bat, and he'll sit Erickson down on 4 pitches. Backwards K. 4th.
Right fielder.
Of the game by Voigt.
Out of Glendale, Arizona, Preston Godfrey.
I should make that the 3rd strikeout recorded by Voigt. First pitch strike to Preston Godfrey here. Second pitch missing high for ball 1. As Godfrey reached base last time by a bobbled play by Soto on a ground ball. Be a 2-1 count here, 2 straight balls here to Godfrey. 4th pitch of the at-bat on the way, and Godfrey, just a check swing, fouls this one away for strike 2. Nobody on, 1 down here. Albert Lee still out in front, 3-0. Voigt still working from the stretch. The 2-2. Not a bad spot with 2 strikes, but still ball 3. The full count on the way. Swung on the inside outs this towards the Laker dugout. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming from Voigt. "3-2." Somehow missing for ball 4. So Austin Portner steps in for his 3rd at-bat of the day. A strikeout and a walk to his name thus far as the runner takes off Boggs from the knees as this throw goes sailing into center. Nobody to cover the base in time. And a stolen base for Godfrey here in the 4th. Second pitch of the at-bat here to Portner. Missing for a ball. Be a 1-1 count. The first pitch goes by for strike 1. Shane not getting any signs there. The Lakers still looking to add to a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Voigt fires a fastball, missing just a few inches off the plate, ball 2. And a 2-1 count here at a Portner. The pitch, and this one gets past Boggs. It'll be a pass ball. As Godfrey heads to third, 3-1 count at the plate, only 1 down. Still a hitter's count here for Portner. Swings on this one, pops it up. Cruz races towards it, and it's just going to drift out of play. So Voigt and Portner get to a full count here. Trying to hold the runner at third. But the Lakers taking advantage of the many Bandits mistakes early on in this game. Voigt comes set with the 3-2. He fires. Swung on, rope down the line, but it cuts foul. Well batted ball from Portner, but he just got around it. Still a 3-2 count here. Voigt fires, swung on, going the other way. Cruz with a diving catch at first base. Out number 2. Portner clearly didn't see Cruz, made an amazing grab. I don't know what the trouble is. Cruz made the grab, and it was an early called out too. So he'll take his time heading back to the Lakers dugout. You're out, buddy. Voigt looking to get the Bandits out of yet another jam here in the bottom of the 4th. As Godfrey leads off first, but Brad Morris at the plate. 1 for 2. He got Glover with a single to right, but Voigt got him with a strikeout. So let's see what he does here now with an 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat. Somehow just off the plate for ball 1. Scoreboard still reads 3-0. Morris looking to change that here. A 1-1 count. Swung on and a dribbler towards the Albert Lee dugout. Strike 2. No action in the Bancroft bullpen as Voigt comes set. 4th pitch on the way. The 1-2 goes upstairs, goes the other way, and another Single here for Morris. This time he'll score Godfrey for the 4th Lakers run of the game.
Phoenix, Arizona, the batter's first baseman number 30, Jacob McKeon.
Jacob McKeon steps in now, 1 for 2. An RBI double. First pitch from Voigt goes in there for strike 1. Second pitch of the at-bat, swung on, fouled away. Strike 2. Lakers with another timely hit there on an RBI single to right, the second hit of the game for Brad Morris. Breaking ball somewhere missing. Ball 1. One ball to 2 strikes to the Lakers clean up here. Jacob McKeon, and swing and a miss, strike 3. To finally put the Lakers away here at the bottom of the 4th, but they don't leave unscathed. 1 run, 1 hit, and a walk, and a stolen base for Preston Godfrey as we head to the 5th inning. Albert Lee now leads 4-0 here from Hike Field. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. Last update we've gotten from Storm Lake, it looks like the Carroll Merchants are up over the Whitecaps 2-1 in the 4th inning. We're set to lead things off 6-7-8 with Miguel Miko Soto stepping in for his second at-bat of the day. 1 for 1 with a single already. First pitch in the dirt from Maravich. Ball 1. As he's just shut out the Bandits here through 4 complete. Second pitch on the way from the windup. This time a fastball in the dirt for ball 2. So Soto coming off a strong performance from last night where he reached base 4 times, a home run, a single, and a pair of walks. The 2-0 here, a hitter's count to Soto as he'll go right back up the middle to lead things off here with another single. Second hit of the game for Miko Soto. That'll bring up the catcher, Tyler Boggs. He flew out to deep center field last time. So nobody out here. Soto on first. No action from either bullpen yet. And here we go. Boggs, broken bat, takes his time to head to first as Portner will make the play on a ground out. And that was a broken bat that just took the handle clean off the bat. So 1 out here as Boggs grounds out to short to bring up Dakota Coco Kennedy, the left fielder. So hopefully Kennedy can come up here as the Bandits are in need of some execution at the plate. Only 3 base hits through 4 1/3 innings played. Maravich comes set. With one down, the first pitch of the at-bat as Kennedy rolls this one over to Portner. And he makes another strike from short for out number 2, a one-pitch out for Kennedy. Second straight ground out to shortstop, but Soto's at third. Gut check time now for Sean Ross. First pitch to Ross. Lets it go by for ball 1. A lot of movement on that drop from Maravich. He'll work from the windup on a 1-0 count. The pitch. Big swing and a miss as it's a foul tip into Rogers' mitt for strike 1. And a 1-1 count. Third pitch of the at-bat and another swing and a miss from Ross as he's down to a 1-2 count here with 2 down. The first Bandits base runner hangs in the balance. Maravich on the line from the 1-2. Drives this one to deep right center. It's carrying, and it's off the fence in right center as Ross races to second base. Down to his final strike at 2 down. And Ross with an RBI double off the fence in right center coming up big. First time today we have clutch hitting for the Bandits, and they're finally on the scoreboard here, 4-1. So as the Bandits finally crack the scoreboard, we'll now switch gears to the top of the order here. Ross leads off second, Mason at the plate. Third at-bat of the day for the leadoff hitter. First pitch, and shoots this one out of play. Foul ball. Maravich comes set, now working from the stretch. And the 0-1 on the way. Nice curveball there. It slices across the plate for strike 2. Maravich comes set from the stretch in the 0-2 to Mason. Mason gets just enough of the tip of the bat on this one to foul it away and stay alive here, but still working down 0-2. Maravich finally comes set. And he kicks and fires, swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Drew Maravich to put away the Bandits here in the 5th. Following 2 hits, 1 run scored, and 1 runner left on base. But not enough as the Bandits still trail the Lakers by 3, 4-1, heading to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. We'll lead things off here with the fifth hitter and second baseman for Albert Lee, Sam Huska, on the bottom of the fifth. Lakers still lead by 4-1 margin over Bancroft. Augie Voigt still going strong here. First pitch fastball in the outer half of the plate. Strike one to Huska.
On the Morningside College Wyndham, Minnesota, Sam Huska.
The 0-1 on the way here. Another fastball looked at. Strike two.
Now Laker fans, you know all about Sam.
Huska 0 for 1 thus far. A hit by pitch as he reached first base, was left stranded at second back in the third. He'll lead things off in the fifth. Breaking ball batted towards Ross, makes the grab. Throw high off the mark. Another Bandit defensive error. Third error of the game, and without a doubt, the Bandits have just not showed up in the first half of the game.
Lakers designated hitter. 26, Iowa Western Community College in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Jacob Kaiser.
Coming in for his third at-bat of the day, 0 for 1, reaching base twice by an error and a walk. Jacob Kaiser, he has 1 run scored of the 4 for Albert Lee. First pitch, he flicks to the backstop, foul ball. Voigt works ahead in the count once again, 0-1. After no help from the defense on a routine ground ball. This pitch missing in the dirt, ball 1. One count, nobody out as Huska takes his lead off at first. Third pitch of the at-bat. Strike 2. Voigt to come set once again. Fourth pitch on the way. This one rides the chalk outside for ball 2. I wonder how far he'll be able to go. A very strong reliever for William Penn this past spring. This one, and Kaiser fends it off to the backstop. Foul ball. Still a 2-2 count. From the stretch, another foul ball. Righty on righty duel continues here. Voigt still trying to attack the batters, and Kaiser just piecing them up to the backstop. Working another long at-bat here, and the 2-2 ropes it down third base and past Hernandez. It'll be a single to left for Jacob Kaiser as he reaches base for the third consecutive time here tonight.
Left fielder, number 15, Sam Steinmeier out of Iowa Lakes Community College in Buffalo, Minnesota.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Sam Steinmeier. 1 for 2, but also reaching base twice. A single, a fielder's choice, 1 run scored. Steinmeier sets in here, nobody out as runners are on first and second, and he'll dribble this one back to the mound. Voigt makes the throw to second in time. For out number 1, we'll have runners at the corners now, following another Steinmeier fielder's choice. Trey Rogers will step in for his third at-bat, 0 for 2. With a strikeout and a double play. But he's in an RBI opportunity here. As we have Huska leading off third. First pitch from Voigt goes in the other box for ball 1. Looks like we see a right-hander, Nico Mayoral, starting to get loose in the Bandits bullpen. And a 1-0 count here to Rogers as he watches a fastball just off the plate for ball 2. And a 2-0 count here. Rogers holds off for strike one. The 2-1. Swung on, hit in the gap. This could be trouble. It's down. Will be another RBI single, this time for Trey Rogers. Following that, it's now 5-1 for Albert Lee as they score their first run of the fifth. 2 runners on, 1 down. It'll bring up Cody Erickson. First pitch to him, he just flicks it the other way. Foul ball.
Cody Erickson on the Waldorf College in Huxley, Iowa.
0-1 count here to Erickson. Runners lead off first and second. Voigt to go from the stretch. Watches it down the pipe for strike 2. The 0-2 curveball going to sit him down for strike 3, second of the game for Erickson. Not sure what he was looking for there.
Central Arizona, College, Glendale, Arizona. Number 16, Preston Godfrey.
We'll go back to the top of the order once again. Preston Godfrey, 0 for 2, reaching base twice by an error and a walk. 1 stolen base, 1 run scored. He'll lay off the first pitch. It looks to be just a hair off the plate, ball 1. Still a hittable ball from up here. And a 1-0 count. Voigt gets his second out on a strikeout. He'll pop him up, but it'll drift out of play. Strike 1. We're back to even here, 1-1. Voigt giving up a run in each of the past 2. A 1-1. Curveball. Umpire didn't like it. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Voigt fires the fourth pitch of the at-bat as this one's hit in the air. Kennedy has a delay takeoff, but Ross will be there to make the grab. In somewhat shallow left field, and a nice catch on the run for Sean Ross for out number 3. Comes out of nowhere. We'll go to the 6th inning here as the Bandits now trail by 4, 5-1. You're listening to Bandits Baseball from Albert Lee. Looks like we got 2, 3, 4 due up for the Bancroft Bandits here in the top of the 6th. Tommy Reyes Cruz to hopefully get something going here as he leads off. 0 for 2 thus far. 2 well-batted balls, but 0 for 2 thus far. Drew Maravich still going strong after 5 complete. First pitch of the at-bat missing low and away, ball 1. 1-0 count from the windup. Swung on, hit down the line. It'll drift foul. A long strike 1. Maravich evens up the count here, 1-1. And he'll get Cruz on the upper outside part of the zone. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And a 1-2 here. Maravich still from the windup. Almost gets him in the dirt, but he'll hold off for ball 2. Nobody on, nobody out to the leadoff number 2 hitter here in the Bandits order. Hernandez and Torres also due up. The 2-2. And Cruz just flicks this one to the backstop. The Bandits only got a hiccup of offense in the last inning with just 1 run, following a single from Soto and an RBI double off the fence from Sean Ross. But beyond that, the bats have been absent here tonight. The 2-2 as Cruz pops this one up, and it looks like the wind might carry it out of play. It will. Cruz will step back in here. We got another marathon of an at-bat. Just continues to fend off 2 strike pitches. Maravich to go from the windup once more. He hits this one to deep left center. Could there be a play? It will, and a nice grab from Sam Steinmeier on the run for out number 1. We'll now go to the number 3 hitter, Daniel Hernandez. 0 for 2 thus far. Hopefully he can get something going here. 1 down, nobody on. Maravich still going from the wind. This one in the dirt for a fastball, ball 1. No crowd from the Bandits side and no life from the dugout. Wonder how we have any energy to surmount a comeback. Maravich second pitch misses once again for ball 2. Hernandez with a hitter's count here, 2 balls to no strikes. As he winds and fires. Swung on, grounded towards third. Erickson bobbles it. The throw not in time as Hernandez beats the throw. So Hernandez beats out the throw from Erickson at third base. Another hard 90 from 5'9", but just plus wheels for Hernandez. 1 runner on, 1 down here for Bancroft. Let's hope Torres can get something going as he steps in for his third at-bat of the day. 0 for 2 thus far. Tries to show bunt early, but this pitch drifts away for ball 1. A 1-0 count to Torres. Pitch from Maravich, stroked the other way, and Steinmeier will come in to make another grab for out number 2. Stepping in for his second at-bat of the day in favor of out of action now Lance Russell. Abel Pena 0 for 1 thus far. Flicks the first pitch away on a foul ball, strike 1. And an 0-1 count here. Maravich still working from the stretch. A pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Evens up the count 1-1 here with 2 down. Hernandez leads off first. And Pena with a defensive swing there. He goes upstairs, comes down empty-handed, strike 2 on a swing and a miss. One ball to 2 strikes here as Maravich works ahead of yet another batter. A pick over to Hernandez, not in time. One, 2 from the stretch, and he won't get Pena chasing this time for ball 2. The 2-2 on the way. Pena goes right back up the middle, and this will be his first hit of the day into center. Hernandez round second. Good heads-up base running there as we now got runners at the corners here. Good 2-strike approach for Pena. Slap that thing back up the middle for a single. We'll go back to our number 6 hitter, Miguel Miko Soto, as Dean heads out to the mound, and could start to see somebody warming up in the Albert Lee bullpen, but we got some blockage in the way. We had Nico Mayoral warming up on Bancroft's side. Wonder if we'll see the right-hander out of Point University for the Bandits in gray. Pair of hits for the Bandits here in the top of the 6th. Well, let's hope we can get yet another from Miko Soto, or at least something positive, as Drew Maravich has been consistently doing good work for Albert Lee all game long. So Maravich on the rubber, going from the stretch. First pitch to Soto, swung on, and he's going to pop him up to center. And Portner doesn't have to go far to make the grab, and the Bandits come away empty-handed once again, leaving 2 more runners stranded after 6. They only have 3 more opportunities to try and cut away at the 4-run deficit. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Albert Lee still leads 5-1. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. So we'll now go to Nico Mayoral at Point University in Mountain View, California. This will be his 3rd appearance. 1 solid outing against Fort Dodge, and tagged with the Bandits, 1 loss thus far against the Carroll Merchants in that start. So the right-hander Nico Mayoral will now come in favor of Augie Voigt. Augie Voigt pitched another 3-inning performance, giving up 2 runs. we'll go back to the Albert Lee Lakers order now with 2, 3, 4. The heart of that lineup due up with number 13, Austin Portner, the shortstop.
The Lakers, shortstop, Austin Partner.
First pitch to Portner, missing for ball 1.
Austin Louder.
The 1-0 here from Mayoral as he winds and fires. That one will go by Portner for strike 1. 1-1 count here to Portner as he'll step back in. Third pitch of the at-bat. Mayoral winds and the delivery. Grounded down the line and just to the left side of the third base bag. Umpire must have had a hell of a view on that one. I'm not sure how that one was foul. So Mayoral works ahead in the count here. 1 ball to 2 strikes on Portner. Looking for his first hit of the game here in the bottom of the 6th and his 4th at-bat. The 1-2 and the delivery in the dirt, and it'll be ball 2. The 2-2, Mayoral fires, and Portner with a very defensive swing there as he just stays alive. Getting a piece of that one off the neck of the bat. The count is still 2-2. Mayoral with another pitch here, swung on and missed, strike 3. Portner goes down swinging from the first at-bat here in the bottom of the 6th for out number 1. Good performance there for Mayoral, but a lot of pitches seen, so let's see how a 2 for 3 Brad Morris can do, stepping in here with a pair of singles to his name thus far. Mayoral begins his wind. First pitch to Morris. Nice curveball there for strike 1. Could potentially see a new arm for the Lakers as he's just getting loose. Maybe he'll come in for relief. Catcher goes down now. So Drew Maravich, after 6 complete innings, only holding the Bandits to 1 run. A 1-1 count here to Morris as he watches another curveball go by for strike 2. Good spot there from Boggs. Nice frame job. 1 ball to 2 strikes here as Mayoral begins his wind, and he fires, pops him up, and Cruz going to try to track this one down right down the line, and he makes the grab for out number 2 on a pop-out. So Mayoral retires the first 2 Lakers batters here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Jacob McKeon. 1 for 3, an RBI double back in the first. A pair of strikeouts followed that one. Mayoral winds, ropes this one towards Ross, gets a nice bounce and the throw. 3 batters, 3 outs as we go to the 7th inning here. Lakers still lead 5-1. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. Drew Maravich still doing work here as the Bandits have 3 more innings to try and add some run support. Currently trailing the Lakers by 4. As Tyler Boggs heads to the plate for his third inning, 0 for 2 thus far. And already 1 broken bat out for Boggs.
Catcher, Tyler Boggs.
So Boggs set to lead things off here for the Bandits as the first pitch, he lays off below the knees for ball 1. Bandits have just come out flat so far to the first 6 innings. Any possible comeback potentially could be too little too late but nevertheless, Boggs working ahead in the count here, 2 balls to no strikes. Nobody out. I'll step back in here with a 2-0 count. And the pitch. Swung on, driven to deep right center. It's drifting, and 1 hops the fence. The right fielder, Godfrey, comes up throwing, but it'll be cut off, and Boggs with a leadoff stand-up double to right center. Nice batted ball there. Looks like we might stick with Maravich for at least a few more hitters. And we'll now have another pinch hitter here for Dakota Coco Kennedy. It'll be number 3, Julian Galindo, out of New Mexico Military Institute in El Paso, Texas. Stepping in here could possibly be a clean substitution, so Galindo comes in to pinch hit. Galindo's starting to turn a good start for his summer, as Boggs takes a small lead at second, and a bunt from Galindo gets popped up over the backstop. An 0-1 count here to Galindo. Second pitch, and he swings on this one, fouls it off the foot. 2 pitches, 2 foul balls. Galindo going to have to walk around here, try to wear off some soreness. 0-2 count, Sean Ross on deck. So Galindo steps in, third pitch of the at-bat on the way, 0-2. Boggs leads off second. He comes set. 0-2 from the stretch. Just off the plate for ball 1. Not a bad spot with 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way to Galindo. And he'll come set. The 1-2. This one dying quail in the dirt for ball 2. And we'll go back to even here, 2-2. Nobody out. Maravich to come set from the stretch. Kicks and fires. This one just below the knees, ball 3. So we'll go back to a full count here. Sixth pitch of the at-bat on the way. Maravich to come set. Galindo with a late time called. Still don't see anybody in the Lakers bullpen. Looks like we might be seeing a substitution sooner than later. Maravich to come set with the 3-2. The pitch, fastball, gets him swinging. Strike 3. Now Sean Ross will step in with one down. First pitch low and away for ball one. One 0 count here to Sean Ross as a big swing and a miss just behind that one for strike one. Ross will call time to step out here. We're back to even here, 1-1 in the count. Maravich taking his sweet time here to go to the plate. We got a 1-1 count, one down. Boggs still leading off second. And the pitch. Swung on, rope to left field, and it goes just foul. Well batted ball there, but Ross almost could have spelled runs there for the Bandits. We got a 1-2 count here. Maravich comes set from the stretch. The pitch and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. We'll go to the top of the order here with Aaron Mason. Fourth at bat for him, 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch to Mason, swung on, goes right back up the middle. Boggs rounding second, and there'll be no throw there. RBI single for Aaron Mason into center field. So with 2 down here, Aaron Mason brings in the second Bandits run of the game here. Good showing from Maravich, and we'll go to a relief pitcher here for Albert Lee. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. Update from Storm Lake as the Carroll Merchants trail the Whitecaps 6-3. So the Whitecaps up on the Merchants at their home field in Storm Lake 6-3 in the top of the 7th inning. While over here in the top of the 7th, Aaron Mason with an RBI single, his first hit of the game. The Bandits still have a lot of catching up to do. They trail the Lakers 5-2 with 2 down here in the 7th. First pitch to Tommy Reyes Cruz missing for ball one, so the relief pitch goes to be Clayton Christensen. A right-hand sidearm delivery for Albert Lee. As this pitch gets popped up and the catcher Rogers races back, but it'll drift out of play. So it looks like that'll even up the count here. 1 ball to 1 strike. The pitch from Christensen, a slow-moving pitch from that sidearm delivery is going to be flicked away the other way by Cruz. Strike 2 on another foul ball. The 1-2, runner takes off and Cruz goes down swinging. As the Bandits leave another runner stranded here. But they will score one more run here in the 7th. 5-2, Lakers still lead in the 7th. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. Only timely hitting came from Aaron Cowboy Mace in that last half inning as he was able to score Tyler Boggs after a double off the right center wall. Second one of the game. First one from Sean Ross. And then Mason, 2 batters later, followed up with an RBI single to center. The Lakers are able to strike out the side to get out of the 7th, but 1 run given up as they now still lead in the middle of the 7th, 5-2. As we go now 5, 6, 7 in the Albert Lee order with Sam Huska reaching base twice by an error and hit by pitch already. And Nico Mayoral still doing work here in his 3rd inning on the mound for Bancroft. So Huska fouls off first pitch of the at-bat towards the Lakers dugout. Second one from Mayoral on the way as this one rattles in the dirt, ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out here as Mayoral goes from the windup and the delivery. Swung on and just getting a piece of it over the backstop. Foul ball for strike 2. Bandits will be back on the road tomorrow night to Merchants Park. 6:45 start time. 9-inning game from Carroll against the Merchants. As this one, another foul ball. Looks like it might have just been straight down and slapped fair off of the hand of Huska. Still be 1-2 count here. A 1-2 on the way, a fastball and another dirt ball here for ball 2. All game long, nothing going in favor of Bancroft, as this is just not the game I don't think anybody envisioned following a 15-0 defeat over the Lakers last night. And a 2-2 on the way and another dirt ball. Boggs doesn't even get the glove on it. We'll go back to a full count. Mayoral shakes off a handful of pitches, and he'll just step off here. Three-two from the wind, and another broken bat down the line. As once again, Huska misses the barrel. Here we go now with 3-2 still the count as Huska and Mayoral continue to battle here. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded towards Hernandez, and he once again can't make the grab as Huska will round first, and he'll go into second, beating the throw. Another Bandits error. We're going to overrule that a double. Well batted ball, and Hernandez couldn't get on the backhand. Boggs and Mayoral obviously not on the same page that last at bat. Mayoral continuing to shrug off pitches from Boggs, as at least for most of the time he's been behind the dish, he's done a solid job calling pitches. But full count and a double down the line for Huska, his first hit of the game, third time reaching base. First pitch to the designated hitter, Kaiser, on the outside part of the plate. Jacob Kaiser, the designated hitter, reaching base all three times, 1 for 2 with a walk, an error, and a single. 0-1 still the count here. And another late call for time. Oh, 1 here to Kaiser. Another roll over to Hernandez, this time on the other side of the foul line. Strike 2. Mayoral still working ahead of another batter. But the Lakers persevering thus far. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and this one dies in the dirt. And they're going to say he offered at it. Strike 3 to Kaiser. We'll now go to left fielder Sam Steinmeier, reaching base 3 times by a single and a pair of fielder's choices. The left fielder out of Iowa Lakes in Buffalo, Minnesota. Step in for his 4th at-bat of the day here, with Huska in scoring position on second base. 1 down. First pitch in, he pops him up. This one goes over the backstop, strike 1. And here's the 0-1. Strike called at the knees here for strike 2. And an 0-2 count with 1 down to Sam Steinmeier. Mayoral comes set from the stretch. And the 0-2 on the way. This one roped down the line, but it slices way foul. Well batted ball that he got around there with 2 strikes. Mayoral to come set from the 0-2. And the pitch. Curveball, and Steinmeier with a dribbler towards Ross, and he coughs this ball up at short. Another Bandits error on defense.
Rogers.
First pitch to Rogers gets him chasing low and away. Swung on and missed, strike one. Here in the bottom of the seventh, one down, 2 runners on first and second following another Bancroft defense error. No energy from the dugout, no life in the stands. Bandits just come out flat after a 15-0 victory. Find it very hard to see how that might be. Third pitch of the at-bat misses outside. You got a 2-1 count here to Rogers. One down, 2 runners on first and second. Lakers continue to look to do damage. Mayoral comes set from the stretch. The 2-1. Swung on, fouled out of play. 2-2 count now as the Lakers 5 runs on 6 hits and a live ball there. Actually, following the foul ball might have been dead. They also have a lot of runs to thank to a hefty amount of walks thus far and 4 defensive errors given up by the Bancroft defense. And here's the 2-2 from Mayoral. Curveball gets him looking for strike 3. Second strikeout for Rogers on the game as we'll go to Cody Erickson, the number 9 hitter. There's the third strikeout of the game for Nico Mayoral. First pitch swung on and chopped straight down foul, strike 1. Dante Glover with 2 strikeouts to his name. Augie Voigt with 5. Mayoral with 3. 2 down here, 0-1 count to Erickson as the fastball swung on and missed, strike 2. Erickson has a walk, but also a pair of Ks to his name today. Here's the 0-2 from the stretch, and this one at the neck for ball 1. He lays off. Boggs will call time here. One ball to 2 strikes here, 2 down here. The bottom half of inning number 7. Mayoral to come set. He'll step off quick. Comes back on, and he comes set. 1-2, and dribbler back to the mound as Mayoral easily tosses this one to first. 4 out number 3 will go to the 8th. Only a handful of opportunities left for the Bandits. 5-2 Lakers into the 8th. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. After the bottom of the 7th from Storm Lake, the Merchants were able to bring home 2 runs as the Whitecaps still hold on to a 6-5 lead over Carroll. Update from Storm Lake. Here in the top of the 8th, we have another right-hander, Clayton Christensen, a right-handed sidearm man, able to strike out Tommy Reyes Cruz to end the 7th after 1 hit from Aaron Mason. Was able to score Tyler Boggs from the lone run in the 7th.
Lakers, he's now going to attend Pregame University, and Ian Smith will play second base. He's going to be attending Tennessee, and both of them played on this year's Junior College National Champion, Central Arizona.
So Daniel Hernandez will step in once again. 1 for 3 thus far, I have him.
Third baseman Daniel Hernandez.
Christensen comes set from the stretch. First pitch. A drifting pitch below the knees for ball 1. A 1-0 count here to Hernandez. This one grounded over towards Portner, and he makes the grab. Comes up throwing for out number 1. Another 6-3 putout as Portner has been a wall all night long at shortstop. We'll go to the cleanup hitter now with Adrian Torres. After a 2-pitch out right there, and the first pitch goes by Torres for strike 1. He'll come set once again from the stretch. The 0-1. A late swung on ball from Torres as the third baseman races towards it. Ball ricochets off the pole on a foul ball. Torres quickly down 0-2 in the count. No balls to 2 strikes here for Torres. Christensen comes set. And a dribbler chopped foul as he stays alive in the count 0-2. Still 1 down and nobody on. Bandits still trail by 3. Christensen set from the stretch, and Torres drives this one to deep left center, and it'll be caught on the run. Another grab by Steinmeier. With 2 down, nobody on to bring up Abel Pena. 1 for 2 with a single to center in his last time up. First pitch, big swing and a miss, strike 1. We got an 0-1 count now as Christensen continues to shut down the Bandits hitters as this pitch just flicked back to the catcher for strike 2. Comes set, third pitch of the at-bat, and Pena pops another one away, foul ball. And the pitch, riding in the other box for ball 1. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2, and this one right out of the hand. You could see it drifting way out of the zone, ball 2. Christensen shakes off a pitch and comes set. Throws the 2-2, and he'll sit Pena down looking on the lower outside part of the plate. Strike 3. As the Bandits' bats get silenced once again, heading into the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to Bancroft Baseball. Top of the order due up for the Lakers here in the bottom of the 8th as they still lead the Bandits 5-2, soundly controlling this game. As Godfrey slaps this one down the line, but it drifts foul. A well-pieced up ball down the right field line. Foul. So one last half inning here.
Sense of that national championship, Central Arizona, and I believe I read it was their 3rd national championship.
Now that I can hear myself, Godfrey with a foul ball down the right field line. Reaching base twice by a walk and an error. Ground ball up the middle, and Soto on the backhand. But Godfrey beats it out. He did everything he could. But a hard 90 from Godfrey buys an infield single. Got to tip your cap on both sides there. Good fundamentals on both ends there. From Soto's glove and Godfrey just hustling it out. That's why you run out every batted ball, kids. To bring up Austin Portner here. 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a walk. Nobody out as Godfrey takes a healthy lead off at first. First pitch to Portner, watches a fastball, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 as Mayoral comes set. The pick over, not in time. Bandits got a lot of cleaning up to do as they hit the road once again tomorrow night. 6:45, 9-inning game at Merchants Park in Carroll, Iowa. As the Bandits take on the Carroll Merchants for the 2nd time this season, and Sunday the 3rd time they take on the Gypsum Miners of Fort Dodge as they return to Memorial Park for a 9-inning match at 4 p.m. from Bancroft. So we have 2 more games following this 4-game stretch. Week number 3, the pick over gets him that time. Good move from Mayoral for out number 1. Nico Mayoral with the pick over to first on an 0-2 count to Portner at the plate, and Godfrey might have a dislocated finger on that one. Holding his hand in an unorthodox position, but an 0-2 count at the plate to Austin Portner. It's Mayoral with a solid outing here, not allowing any Laker runners. This one laced down the line, foul. Another solid outing from Nico Mayoral as he tries to put the Lakers away in their final attempt to put up some more insurance runs. Bandits only have one more opportunity to chip away the 3-run lead, and a curveball to sit down Austin Portner. His third strikeout of the game. Fourth strikeout of the game for Nico Mayoral. As we have Brad Morris stepping up to the plate now with 2 down, nobody on. Morris with a pair of hits to his name thus far. First pitch below the knees, so Morris 2 for 4 thus far. This will be his 5th at-bat of the day. And a 1-0 count here to the right-hander Morris. Mayoral winds and fires as he gets him on that one. Offers that one in the dirt for strike 1. A 1-1 count here with 2 down. The pitch and a slicing slider. I thought that would have had a piece of Morris, but it just cuts in. A little too inside there for ball 2, and a 2-1 count here with 2 away. The pitch from Mayoral. Fastball by him for strike 2. The 2-2. This one in the dirt for ball 3 and a full count here to Brad Morris. Full count as Mayoral steps off the rubber. Continuing to shake off some pitches here. Full count, 2 down, nobody on base. For the Lakers, a fastball, and Morris will hold off for ball 4. So the first baseman, Jacob McKeon, steps up now, 2 down. Morris leads off first. A fastball driven to deep left field, and you can kiss this one goodbye. A home run for Jacob McKeon to only add some more damage here for the Lakers as they now lead 7-2. So Nico Mayoral still trying to put the Lakers away here as tonight has been their night. 7-2 they lead the Bandits with 2 down here. So Sam Huska ropes this one down the line. It'll be a fair ball. Potentially extra bases, but Huska will be held up at first. A single into left and a throw off point. Single to left for Huska as the throw gets past Soto. So now Jacob Kaiser steps in, reaching base 3 times by a walk, error, and single. 1 for 3. First pitch to Kaiser, and he pops this one up over the backstop, foul. Here's the 0-1 to Kaiser. From Mayoral, curveball, dies below the knees, ball 1. One count from Mayoral, and a dribbler towards the Lakers dugout. It'll be strike 2. Mayoral comes set, the 1-2 to Kaiser. And the pitch, fastball. And he'll just get a piece of this to the backstop. Still alive in the count, 1 ball to 2 strikes. We'll see Niall Ball, our right-hander, throw tomorrow night at Carroll. Most likely going to see Tyler Jacobson, the man who struck out 16 Bandit batters in the 10-2 defeat just 6 days ago at Memorial Park. Update from Storm Lake. The Whitecaps still lead the Merchants of Carroll 6-5 in the top of the 8th inning. From Storm Lake, the 1-2. Good off speed with 2 strikes, but it's going to be called ball 2. Not a bad pitch to throw with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 as Kaiser sells a ball 3 there. Mayorata comes set with the 3-2 once again. And the pitch. Runner takes off, and Kaiser fouls off yet another pitch. Full count, 2 down, the pitch, and this one roped back up the middle. It'll be an infield single for Jacob Kaiser.
Left fielder, Sam Steinmeier.
Sam Steinmeier to step in for his 5th at-bat of the day. He's reached base every single time. Pair of fielder's choices in air and a single and a run scored. 2 runners on, and the Lakers are still trying to add some more run support here. They still lead 7-2, and a pass ball in the dirt, and Boggs can't find it. All the way to the backstop here for ball 1. The 1-0 count to Steinmeier is a fastball over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Mayoral comes set from the stretch. And the 1-1 delivery. Swung on, laced towards Ross, and it'll be easily caught for out number 3. Bandits finally escape the 8th inning as the Lakers add 2 more runs thanks to a home run courtesy of Jacob McKeon in the bottom of the 8th. They lead 7-2. You're listening to Bandits Baseball heading into the 9th and final inning. Christensen still looks to go another complete inning here for Albert Lee as we're going to start things off in the Bandit order. 6, 7, 8 with Miguel Mico Soto. And it's trailed by 5. Here in the top of the ninth as Soto steps in the right-handed batter's box. Christensen continues to work from the stretch. A pitch low away in the dirt called for strike 1. And the 0-1, Soto swings on, grounds it over towards Portner, and he'll have no problem with this one. Out at first.
Catcher, Tyler Boggs.
First pitch to Boggs, a nasty slider there in the outside part of the zone, strike 1. Second pitch, second strike of the at-bat here, 0-2 to Boggs as Christensen looks to put away the Bandits. Third pitch of the at-bat in the other batter's box for ball 1. A 1-2 count here, Boggs down in the count. The 1-2, another breaking ball rolled over towards Portner. Tries to make the throw on the run, but it won't be in time. Infield single for Tyler Boggs here in the ninth. That's his second hit of the game, second straight hit. We'll now go to Julian Galindo, the left fielder, for his second at-bat, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The left-handed Galindo steps in here. Christensen from the stretch, and a big swing and a miss from Galindo. A slider on the inside part of the zone, swung on and missed, strike 1.
Batter is Julian Galindo.
0-1 count, 1 down, and Boggs leads off first. Second pitch of the at-bat, and Galindo watches ball 1. Low and away out of the zone. And the 1-1 count from Galindo as he pops this one over the backstop for strike 2. A 1-2 count here to Galindo. 1 down. The pitch swung on and just flicked to the backstop. He just gets the tip of the bat on that one to stay alive here. 1-2 in the count. Fifth pitch of the at-bat outside for ball 2. 2-2 still the count here. Christensen fires, and he gets Galindo chasing on a pitch in the dirt in the other box. Strike 3.
Shortstop, Ross.
Down to our ninth hitter in the order with 2 down. Boggs at first. Sean Ross. 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and an RBI double. First pitch. Grounded towards Portner as he fires off of his back foot to first base for the third and final out of the ninth as the Lakers hold on to a 7-2 victory. I wonder what the hell happened down left as we got a bunch of cable wires going off crazy. Nevertheless, final score from Albert Lee as the Lakers going to win this one 7-2. Not to sugarcoat things, tonight was an ugly game on behalf of the Bancroft Bandits. 0 energy from the dugout, no fans in the crowds, and no untimely hitting accompanied with 5 defensive errors. A lot of cleaning up to do against the Carroll Merchants team that we are undoubtedly going to see Tyler Jacobson tomorrow night at the home field of Merchants Park. A man who struck out the Bandits 16 times at Memorial Park, so a lot of cleaning up to do in just a matter of 24 hours. So we hope we get a lot of fire coming out tomorrow night, and we hope for a big turnaround as Albert Lee holds on to their third victory in 10 games to start off their season as Bancroft falls to 6-2 on the summer. We'll be back tomorrow night, 6:45 start time, first pitch and a pregame at 6:15 from Merchants Park in Carroll. You can tune in to meet Mitchell Kieran, the voice of the Bandits, as well as Sunday, 4 p.m., 9-inning contest home at Memorial Park against the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners. I want to thank Albert Lee for the kind hospitality, and once again, final score, Albert Lee holds on 7-2. They win over your Bancroft Bandits. Thank you for tuning in.